Inflation is an economic phenomenon that impacts virtually everyone, yet it is often misunderstood or overlooked until it starts to pinch your wallet. Simply put, inflation is the rate at which the cost of goods and services rises over time, eroding the purchasing power of money. From the food you buy to the rent or mortgage you pay, understanding inflation is crucial for financial planning and long-term security. While it is usually measured and discussed by economists and policymakers, its effects trickle down to everyday life, affecting your income, savings, investments, and even your future plans. In this expanded guide, we will delve into the types, causes, and effects of inflation, as well as strategies to protect yourself from its impact. By understanding these aspects, you can make more informed decisions, be it in your personal finances, career, or investment choices. Disclaimer: the content presented in this video is intended solely for informational and educational purposes. It does not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. What is inflation? General level of prices. Inflation impacts not just one or two items, but a broad range of goods and services in an economy. Purchasing power. As inflation rises, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services, diminishing your ability to purchase items at current prices. Types of inflation. 1. Demand pull inflation. When consumer demand significantly exceeds supply, businesses can raise their prices. This often occurs in booming economies where people are willing to pay more. 2. Cost push inflation. If a critical component's price rises, like oil, it costs more to make the same goods. These increased costs are usually passed on to the consumer. 3. Built-in inflation. Also known as wage price inflation, this type happens when workers demand higher wages, and if they get those higher wages, businesses then raise their prices to cover the higher wage costs. 4. Hyperinflation. This is an extreme case where a country's inflation rate exceeds 50% per month, often causing people to lose faith in the currency. 5. Stagflation. A challenging situation where inflation is high, economic growth stalls, and unemployment remains elevated. Causes of inflation. 1. Monetary policy. Central banks control the money supply, and increasing this supply without a corresponding increase in economic output can lead to inflation. 2. Government debt. To service debt, governments may print more money, diluting the value of the currency and causing inflation. 3. Increased demand. Either an economic boom or a rapid increase in money supply can increase consumer spending, leading to higher prices. 4. Supply chain constraints. Natural disasters, geopolitical tensions, or pandemics can disrupt the supply chain, making goods more expensive. 5. Global issues. International factors like rising oil prices can increase the cost of goods worldwide, contributing to inflation. How does inflation affect you? 1. Reduced purchasing power. Over time, you'll find that your money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. 2. Savings and investments. Low interest rates on savings accounts might not keep up with inflation, effectively reducing your savings value. 3. Interest rates. High inflation usually prompts central banks to raise interest rates, making mortgages and loans more expensive. 4. Wages. If your salary doesn't rise at the same rate as inflation, you effectively earn less over time. 5. Asset prices. Real estate and stock prices often increase during inflationary periods, which can be good if you own these assets, but bad if you're looking to buy. 6. Consumer behavior. The expectation of higher future prices often encourages more immediate spending, which can further drive inflation. 7. Uncertainty. Fluctuating prices make long-term business planning difficult, which can stifle economic growth. How to protect yourself against inflation. 1. Invest in assets that outpace inflation. Historically, investments like stocks have provided returns that beat inflation over the long term. 2. Tips: Treasury inflation-protected securities. These bonds adjust with inflation, ensuring your investment keeps its real value. 3. Diversify investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure to invest in a variety of asset classes. 4. Fixed-rate loans. Locking in a low interest rate before inflation rises can save you money in the long term. 5. Increase earning power. Additional education or new job skills can make you more valuable in the job market, potentially raising your income to outpace inflation. 6. Flexible budget. Being prepared to adjust your spending habits can help you navigate through periods of high inflation. In conclusion, inflation is more than just an economic buzzword. It's a reality that impacts your purchasing power, savings, and overall financial health. By understanding its types, causes, and effects, you can take proactive steps to safeguard your financial future. Whether it's through smart investing, career advancement, or savvy budgeting, knowledge of inflation equips you to navigate a fluctuating economic landscape. Keep an eye on inflation trends and adapt your financial strategies accordingly to minimize its impact on your life. I hope you have learnt something valuable from this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future content about money-related stuff again. Goodbye.